whatever you're doing, stop it and go see Hardcore Henry. It's fucking amazing. It's completely badass. I don't care what you are doing. Are you at work? Clock out. Are you eating? Throw that shit away. Are you masturbating? Zip up your pants. Go see this movie. Also, why the hell are you masturbating while watching my videos? That's just really weird. Okay, so probably give you some sort of incentive to go see this movie. First off, have you seen the trailer? If not, go do so. I'll wait. Okay, now everyone's seen the trailer, we're all caught up, we all know what kind of movie this is. Alright, epic ass first person action movie with like a cyborg fighting shit tons of guys that are constantly after him. You know, we got that general idea, right? We're all on the same page. Now, if that trailer made that movie look fucking amazing, but you don't trust trailers, trust me, trust this trailer. It is a very accurate representation of this film. In fact, this trailer undersells this movie because it leaves out two very important things in my opinion. First off, it is a ridiculously violent, hardcore exploitation film. It is violent, it is bloody, and it is ridiculously over the top. It really does earn that title of Hardcore Henry, because this motherfucker is brutal. In fact, from the opening credit sequence, you kind of get the idea of the type of film we're going to be in store for. So if you're squeamish, yeah, okay, fine, maybe you shouldn't see it. But if you're into shit like Machete or Hobo with a Shotgun, and you just love those super ultra-violent types of films, this is one you need to goddamn see. The other thing this trailer isn't really telling you is that this movie is a video game. As in, this is a video game in film form. And you're probably going, well, yeah, I saw the trailer, it looks kind of video gamey, it's all first-person shooter action-y. It's like, no, I mean, like, it follows the traditional narratives that you would associate with a video game. First off, you have a silent protagonist. He doesn't say shit the entire movie, but there's plenty of people talking to him, so there's plenty of dialogue going on. Secondly, like, he just kind of wakes up in this lab, you have really no context for what's going on, you get fed a little bit of information, and then boom, the bad guys show up, and then the action set piece starts, and there's the big, ridiculous, foppish villain who is going to be returning throughout the movie, and he has crazy psychic powers, because why the fuck wouldn't he have crazy psychic powers? But then, after the big action set piece and you escape the lab, you know, your girlfriend or actually your wife gets fucking kidnapped. And I'm gonna keep saying your because I'm viewing it in the context of a video game, not his. They kidnap your wife and now it's up to you to like save her and get revenge and be a badass. And then there's this guy who's basically like the non-player character partner that you get in a video game, where like he shows up and he like, you know, does things to like move the story forward, but then every so often he joins you on missions and you kind of got like this kind of co-op thing going on with your AI partner. That is, like, there is a character that represents that concept as well. And it even ends on this big, ridiculous, over-the-top final boss fight, which is fucking great. Like the final bit of it is pretty much a God of War QTE, where he like it's fucking ridiculous. Like, this movie is a thrill ride roller coaster that I cannot recommend enough. And I will admit, it's not like a perfect 10 out of 10. There are a few little things that bug me, but they're just very small things. Like the fact that like whenever Henry gets like blood on his face, you know, like, and they wipe it off, you know, it's obviously like a camera lens. It's like, it wipes off like a camera lens and not like it's actually being wiped off of his eyes. You know, because you're supposed to be seeing through his eyes, not like a camera lens. So that's one of those immersion breaking things that kind of takes me out of it. Then there's also like the cuts in the footage. Like whenever, you know, you're going from set piece to set piece, you know, there are cuts here and there where they cut out unnecessary stuff, but then there'll be like during action set pieces, you know, where he's running from location to location and fighting all these guys, you know, there'll be like a 3-second or so jump in the footage. And clearly that is just, oh, well, they're cutting from one take to the next because they couldn't shoot all of this in one take. And that kind of just pulls me out of it. It breaks my immersion a little bit. I understand why they need to do it. It's clearly a low-budget film. They didn't have the budget to just do everything in one take and get it just perfect. But working with what they had, it's fucking amazing. The choreography is fantastic, even for a first-person movie. The stunts are ridiculous, and it is just such a satisfying film. I haven't had this much fun in the theater since I went to see Machete. It is just that kind of film where I'm like, yeah, shoot another guy, stab him in the throat. And it is that, like, non-stop. And, like, even, like, the few times it takes a break, those sequences, you know, it's a little bit of exposition, never goes on too long. There's usually some little good comedic bits. And then you're right back into the action, and it's always good. Like, starts off slow and then ramps back up, and then gives you a little break and then ramps back up again. Like, this film is fantastic. It is easily a 9 out of 10. It's probably going to be one of my favorite movies of this year. Hopefully more people will see it. Hopefully this has convinced you to go see it, because I'm not seeing a lot of reviews for this movie yet. Hopefully that will change. If you're a fan of just experimental filmmaking, or just really great action movies, or a combination of the two, you really owe it to yourself to check this out. And I find it fascinating in a day and age where every goddamn video game is just trying to live up to the lofty goals of being a movie. Here we have a movie that's just trying to be a video game, and it's fucking amazing. Everyone needs to go see it. Hopefully this has convinced you to check it out. And until next time, Zeon, out.